The 10 best places to visit in Switzerland. Switzerland is a country known for its luxury branded watches, mesmerizing scenery, and quaint villages that ooze storybook charm. It is located in Central Europe, bordered by France, Italy, Germany, Austria, and Liechtenstein. A melting pot of many different cultures, languages, and alluring cities, it's hard to beat Switzerland. From world-class international resorts and picturesque valleys to lots of bucket list activities, it sometimes feels like Switzerland is a bundle of countries. Explore the jaw-dropping and spectacular country of Confoederatio Helvetica, as it is known in Latin, as we go through the top 10 places to visit in Switzerland. Let's go. Number 10. Zurich. Switzerland's largest city, a top starting point for a journey through Switzerland, as well as a major transportation hub, Zurich lies at the northwestern end of Lake Zurich. Zurich is also well known as the financial capital of Switzerland. The city's reputation as a banking powerhouse, as well as its fame for being one of the most expensive cities in Europe, might lead many would-be visitors into underestimating just how much this urban center has to offer. This affluent city boasts a rich lineup of cultural treasures and panoramic views that'll keep you coming back for more. There's so much to see when you explore over 50 art galleries and museums, designer stores and boutiques, shops, a walk in the cobbled streets of Old Town, a visit to the Zurich Zoo, and a train ride that offers a sweeping view of the city and countryside. Number 9. Interlaken. Snuggled between Lake Brienz to the east and Lake Thun to the west, Interlaken is one of Switzerland's most popular holiday resorts, with more than 45 mountain railways, chairlifts, cable cars, and ski lifts to transport visitors into the surrounding countryside. Interlaken offers a lot of chances for sightseeing from up above. In winter, snowboarders and skiers can take their pick from the surrounding resorts and ski along the extensive trail network. In the summer, paragliders launch from Beatenberg-Niederhorn. Things you should add to your to-do lists are climbing, hiking, kayaking, parasailing, and cruise tours around the lakes. Number 8. Lucerne. From sparkling blue lakes surrounded by scenic mountains to covered bridges, a car-free medieval old town, sun-splashed plazas, and historic buildings, Lucerne is a top spot to visit in Switzerland. It is indeed beautiful and charming, especially because of its old town and walls that transport visitors back into medieval times. Aside from its historical sites, Lucerne has a bucket list of adventures, panoramic destinations, and activities that make it worth visiting. One of the city's most famous landmarks, and a must-see attraction, is the Chapel Bridge, which was built in the 14th century. There's so much to explore as you visit the Swiss Transport Museum, rides on the funicular, cable cruises up Mount Pilatus, and a visit to Rigi, a famous lookout point. You definitely can't miss seeing the mind-blowing views of the Alps and lake present when you visit Lucerne. Number 7. Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva is Europe's largest alpine lake, nestled between the Swiss and French border, and laps the shores of some of Switzerland's most popular cities. Beautiful parks and gardens surround the lake with Jet d'Eau, a famous fountain landmark that shoots water 150 meters into the air. Some of the cultural attractions include the Grand Theatre of the Opera House, which stages international acts. Around 62 kilometers, or 38 miles from Geneva, also on the lake, lies Lausanne, which boasts lovely views over the surrounding region. With visits to the charming cafes, boutiques, and stunning Gothic cathedrals, you'll be left in awe at the amount of beauty these locations in Switzerland possess. Number 6. Swiss National Park. The Swiss National Park, founded in 1924 in the Engadine Valley, is the oldest reserve in the Alps and one of the earliest national parks in Europe. As of 2022, it is the only national park in Switzerland, although there are plans to create more. It has an area of 174.2 square kilometers and is also the largest protected area in Switzerland. The park is located right on the border with Italy and covers more than 170 square kilometers of flower-dotted hollows and fast-flowing rivers. Explore the dramatic scenery in winter when the forested mountains are covered in snow and the views from the ski trails are stunning. Most of the activities to do in this location involve a lot of nature exploration via hiking, camping, and tours. Number 5. Zermatt. Zermatt is a small town in Switzerland famous for skiing and mountaineering due to its close distance to the Matterhorn, which is one of Switzerland's highest mountains. Gasoline-driven vehicles aren't allowed, and battery-powered vehicles must be operated within the city limits. Not to worry though, the town is very accessible through the train routes, and attraction hotspots aren't more than 30 minutes walk from each other. Paragliding, glacier hike tours, e-biking, and rafting are some of the activities that should be on your to-do list if you ever visit Zermatt. Despite all, the quaint village of Zermatt is definitely worth visiting to soak in typical Swiss life at its leisurely best. You can also visit Zermatt on a day trip from central Switzerland if you do not want to stay overnight. Number 4. Lugano. Lugano is a beautiful city that lies on the shores of Lake Lugano with Monte San Salvatore and Monte overlooking it. It is a city and municipality in Switzerland, a part of the Lugano district in the canton of Ticino, and the largest city in both Ticino and Italian-speaking southern Switzerland. Lugano is a mountainous region with an incredible setting, mouth-watering cuisines, and stupendous views. The picturesque lakeside city is quite famous for its film festival, and is the residence of the Nobel Prize winner Hermann Hesse. The Swiss Mediterranean mix of cultures very closely relates to that of Italy's northern Lombardy region. This mix is reflected as there's an Italian feel to Lugano. The architecture, art, food, tours, and guided walks through nearby villages are fun to explore, and you'll never get tired of looking out over the dark waters of the lake. Number 3. Bern. Bern is a picturesque medieval city with a history that goes back to the 12th century. Although it isn't the largest city in Switzerland, Bern is the capital. The bear is the symbol of the city, with many of them kept in an open-air pit since 1480. Bern's most famous attractions include the Zeitglocke, an ancient clock tower with moving puppets, the Munster, a Gothic cathedral that rises from the old town, and the Town Hall. You can also take a tour of the Einstein House, visit the Rose Garden Park, enjoy walking through the enchanting Old Town, see world-class arts at Kunstmuseum, and many more. Bern is also known as the City of Fountains, and around its historic center there are dozens of them. Some are quite beautiful, while others are just downright bizarre, such as the child-eating ochre. Many of these fountains date back as far as 500 years. Number 2. Lausanne. The beautiful city of Lausanne is located on the shores of Lake Geneva, and with views of both the Swiss Alps and the French Alps, it's also the gateway to a major ski area and the home to 2 major universities. If there's one attraction in Lausanne you definitely have to visit, it's the Palais des Ruminants. It is an Italian Renaissance-style building that's home to 5 different museums. With helicopter flight tours, boat cruises, chocolate factories, and medieval town exploration, Lausanne is the perfect place to spend your holiday getting lost in the rich local art, culture, and history that the city possesses. Number 1. Jungfrau region. If you're looking for the best place to visit both in summer and winter in Switzerland, Jungfrau region is the place for you. It is the highest accessible point in Europe, up to a staggering 3,454 meters in height, but accessible due to the Centennial Railway, which was inaugurated in 1912. This Alps region used to be visited only by hardcore adventurers who wanted to climb or ski through the mountains. But now, thanks to a very extensive network of well-maintained foot and bike paths and railways, the area is easily accessible to anyone interested in visiting to enjoy the picturesque and breathtaking views the region has to offer. These views can be explored when skiing, climbing, hiking, or taking train tours. From Zurich to Geneva to Lausanne, Switzerland is steeped in history, excellent museums, galleries, and historical buildings. The best time to visit is between April and October, although winter sports enthusiasts might prefer December to March. The country has 4 distinct seasons, each with its own attractions. There's so much to explore in Switzerland that you won't help coming back again and again.